Zazu versus Iago. Which is the better character?
Oh, just a better character.
Or you can put him in a cockfight. I mean, that could be appropriate too.
I think Iago probably would have some like low-key SAS, like Alfred Pennyworth kind of skills, and Iago would be more kind of like Joe Pesci in Casino.
Not bad.
It wouldn't bode well for Iago.
Dude, if they had brought Joe Pesci to voice Iago in the Aladdin remake,
it could have been pretty great, right?
I would have been the first person in line. As much as I hate the live-action remakes, I would have been the first person in line. And then you could have gotten Daniel Stern to do Zazu.
See, there you go.
Folks, it's not close, okay? Iago would whoop the ever-loving that is Zazu. I mean, first of all, let's be clear. While Iago does his share of whining, he has the unfair advantage of literally being a second banana to a psychopath who ends up getting genie-like powers. Of course, he's going to be a little whiny. But at Days In, we mentioned the whole scenario of, listen, Iago's street smart, and the whole purpose of Aladdin is to recognize the prowess of street smarts. Meanwhile, Simba's whining like some sort of millennial, no offense, Mark, and is
hey, I'm Gen X.
Okay, my bad. Hey, then you're older than I thought, but you look so damn suave, I couldn't tell the difference. And anyway, there he goes. Carry on, fat man. So the punchline there being Simba spent so long whining and he had to be yanked out of hiding by a dang Force-style ghost in Mufasa, right? I mean, no, Iago would never
Nala helped.
So that?
Nala helped.
Nala did help, that's true. But the final shove, if you don't have Ghost Mufasa, I'm not sure Nala could have done it on her own. Mm-hmm. Not to say anything about Nala not being awesome in her own right, let's be clear. But yeah, it was even too big a job to tackle for her. And Zazu couldn't even get that straight. Meanwhile, Iago somehow stays alive in the hands of as the second banana of a psychopath. For those who want to know typically how the second banana goes to a psychopath, just ask Bob from the 1989 Tim Burton Batman how that goes, okay? Bob, gun, pow. All right, bitches? Iago all day. And by the way, if they do get in a fight, there's no way Zazu would win because Iago would fight dirty. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, if you pause the scene and go frame by frame, all the things he pulls out of his cage, you're seeing it's an assortment of weapons, guns, brass knuckles. This bird is up to some In my opinion, I think Iago is a far, far more effective character. He's told, go get the lamp. He goes and gets the lamp. Zazu, told to babysit. He's the worst freaking babysitter in existence. And on top of that, Gilbert Gottfried was born to play a parrot. It's the question of the loud, obnoxious humor versus the dry wit. And while I prefer, in most cases, I prefer the dry wit, Iago makes Jafar a better character.
That's
not to
true.
say that he's not a good character, but they complement each other very, very well. Mm-hmm. And that's what a good sidekick is supposed to do.
No matter how good Iago was, though, he couldn't even save the damn Tiki Room. I'm just saying.
And there's a reason why that animatronic spontaneously caught a flame.
Because the show was terrible and Satan cursed it. That's why.
We still have the Tiki Room in Anaheim. Have they removed that from Florida?
They had the original for a while, and then they updated it with a version called Under New Management, which was hosted by Iago and Zazu, and it used contemporary pop songs. Very, very badly received. And they were forced, due to an act of God himself, they were forced to revert back to the original version when the Iago animatronic, I wasn't kidding, literally caught on fire.
No, that's Walt and Roy smiting you for besmirching the magical Tiki Room.
Oh man!
Somebody must have disturbed Walt's frozen head, and he just happened to notice that one little detail. It would have been nice if he had done something about Euro Disney, but anyway. What do you
do about the French?
What do you think, Mark? Iago versus Zazu?
Well, you've convinced me now. Iago's definitely the better character. I mean, I was kind of giving it to Zazu for a minute, but no, I've been turned. I've been swayed.
Welcome to the dark side.
We have cookies.
We have cookies. Now, I will say this. The biggest mistake, and the only real big mistake they ever did with the Iago character was giving him like 2 or 3 songs in The Return of Jafar.
Love really is revolting. It's even worse than
I can honestly tell you, I've never seen one of the straight-to-video like masterpiece follow-ups. Not Little Mermaid 2, not Simba's Pride, not Return of Jafar. I've not seen one of them.
Not Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, because we had to make Cinderella a time travel.
No. I stick to the originals.
You're doing it very well, sir. That's although Aladdin the King of Thieves isn't that bad. But
that's the one. Okay, I did see like maybe a few minutes of that on the Disney Channel. That's the one with like the father-son issues.
Yeah. Honestly, of all the direct-to-video sequels, that's the only one that's decent. I think the reason being is that they brought back Robin Williams, so they actually had a bigger budget.
Oh, okay.
For that one. But Ultimate Victor, we got Iago.
Tiago, which just makes the falling out of Gilbert Gottfried all the more tragic.
I mean, the guy got fired, but he got fired from being the voice of the Affleck duck.
Did he do something really horrible? I can't remember.
Yes, he did, actually. He tweeted out a joke about the tsunami in Japan.
That's what it was.
That was not well received at all.
Yeah, the Fukushima thing.
Yeah.
Timing.
It Fukushimaed his career, I'll tell you that. Anyway.
If they were going to replace Gilbert Gottfried as the Affleck duck, they should have gone Ben Affleck.
No, they shouldn't.
That's the only logical progression.
I'm not following that now. I'm with Kyle.
So let me be clear. This is the first time a guest host has done dunked on you. Just to have you know.
Affleck.
That's not helping.
No, not working.
No, I'm not helping myself, but never.
Not a bit.
Nevertheless, I'm sticking by it. God damn me. Anyway.